Veronica, and today I am coming to you from my car in busy Chicago, and I'm happy to be with you today. Today's video is going to be Q&A part 7, where you can submit questions to me. I do want to also say we are celebrating video number 100, which I'm really happy about. So thank you to everyone who made this possible and who continues to support my channel. I can't wait to release 100 more videos. So I hope you enjoy this video today. The first question we have is that this person says that every time they watch a video about getting a text from someone, they feel like it's possible and they feel inspired. But there's always sort of this small voice inside that says it won't work, you've already tried the 25-day challenge, you've tried and failed the Superman challenge, it didn't work, so what makes you think this will be any different? This person asked how to get rid of this because it's painful knowing that they are the person who's stopping what they want the most. So first I would say to stop blaming yourself. I know that the theory behind the law of attraction and sort of the power of thought is that we are experiencing things that we are sort of attracting and that we're sort of responsible for our own reality. And yes, this is true. I believe in it, but I also don't believe in blaming yourself. I don't believe in self-blame because the more you blame yourself, the less you're going to sort of love yourself, and the less love that you're giving yourself, the harder it's going to be to attract anything that you want. So you sort of have to stop the blame, and you sort of have to stop putting the pressure on yourself, thinking that you are to blame for the things that you want not happening. So what I would do instead is sort of just talk to this little voice inside of your head that's sort of getting in your way. When this voice comes in, it's never a kind or gentle voice. It's always a voice that sort of taunts you. You can tell this voice. This voice isn't the kind, gentle, loving voice. This voice is one of fear. It's one that's very edgy. It's one that's very uneven. And it's one that sort of shouts at you. If there was a person actually shouting at you, probably run away from that person and you would not listen to what they had to say. You would get as far away from that person as possible, but somehow we allow ourselves to sort of berate ourselves in our minds, and we don't tell that voice to go away. So I wouldn't say to shout back at this voice or to confront this voice, but I would definitely say to not put your faith in this voice. It's better to sort of identify the fear voice. So if you can identify it as the fear voice, then you sort of have a better chance of sort of moving on from it and again believing that what you want is possible. Just try to move away from this voice. Logically figure out that this is in fact the fear voice and just sort of remind yourself that anything is possible. All possibilities do exist. So you don't have to sort of be chained to these sort of disappointments or self-defeating ideas. You can in fact accomplish what you want. And even if you've had no sort of indication that what you want is going to happen, like it really can happen. And what I would do instead is just sort of do something that makes you feel the smallest bit better. Try to comfort yourself, try to spend your time with someone that makes you feel good. No matter who it is, just sort of surround yourself with some energy that makes you feel better and makes you feel more empowered. And when this voice comes up, just try to identify it as the fear voice, because the fear voice is pretty obvious. It's not a kind voice. And usually the kind voice is sort of the smaller voice that sort of gets drowned out by the fear voice. So try to just identify with that smaller voice that's just being gentle and being kind and being loving. A good affirmation is that somehow everything is going to be okay. I don't know how it's going to be okay, but somehow it's all going to be okay. Just sort of remind yourself of that. It can help a lot. So there was a lot of questions within that one question, so I'll try to get to everything. So first of all, it's natural to miss someone. So when you do miss someone that you are apart from, who you're trying to manifest a better outcome with, that's okay to miss them. Don't push away those feelings. If you have to cry, that is okay. Let it out, just sort of work through that, even through the pain, just sort of comfort yourself that things can in fact get better. They don't have to stay bad, but don't refrain from allowing yourself to cry. Don't feel like if you do cry that you've sort of messed things up. You're human and you're allowed to cry. If you miss someone who's not currently in your life, you're allowed to feel sad. The key is not to wallow in that sadness. And if you do find it lasting like a week at a time, I would try to take a break from sort of trying to manifest someone. A lot of times when you stop trying so hard, that's when something finally comes through. So if you find that trying to manifest someone is sort of allowing you to get into these sort of funks for a week at a time, you might just want to try to take a small break from trying so hard. I'm not saying giving up. I'm not saying you have to give up or anything like that. I'm just sort of saying allowing yourself the break from trying so hard. Like, you don't have to try in order to get something to happen. I'm sure you've had something manifest really easily, like something that you just had a really small thought about and suddenly poof, it just happened. Like you thought about someone and suddenly they called you, like somebody you haven't heard from them in a really long time, and suddenly, or you just bumped into them on the road, something like that. Just on the street, like, how did you bump into this person? So sometimes a little goes a long way. So I would try to stop trying so hard and just living. When you can just sort of find happiness for yourself because it's better for you, that's when things start to come together. It's not that you're finding happiness because it'll bring this result, but because it's better for you and your happiness means the most. And that's when things start to come together. So this person also says that they are confident inside that this person does in fact miss them. I would try to definitely hold on to the beliefs that you have, especially when you're trying to manifest someone and you do believe that they do miss you. Like, hold on to that and believe in that. And even if you don't believe that it's as much as you miss them, still hold on to it and still treasure that that is one of your core beliefs, because that is something that will definitely help you make this situation better. And this person also added about a long period of no contact, and also they said about continents apart. And it doesn't matter how long you've been apart for, it doesn't matter how long it's been since you talked, it doesn't matter how far away you are on this earth. The universe can do wonderful and amazing things. You are part of the universe. Wonderful, amazing miracles can happen. So just sort of let the love that you have for this person carry you through, and just treasure that good feeling, because if you can just enjoy the idea of them and then just enjoy whatever you do have currently in this moment, things can happen pretty fast for the better. So I hope these questions helped. If you would like your own question answered, email me at veronicaisles@gmail.com and you will be on a future Q&A video. And again, I only answer questions people ask me to, so if you email me and just ask me a question, I'm not going to put it on a video unless you specifically ask me to. So don't worry, I understand confidentiality is super important. And again, I only answer questions that people have specifically asked me to. I do offer one-on-one coaching, veronicaisles.com. I do have an awesome forum, veronicaloa.boardhost.com. I do have 5 ebooks available on Amazon. Feel free to preview them. You can also purchase them off of my website. And I hope you have a wonderful day.